cost them. Offense set on first down. The snap sets up the throw. Going for a big play right off the bat. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, SMU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boise State's offense has the ball for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. You've got to start the season fast. You've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Broncos line up to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Trying to find his man on first down. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Barnes. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. All wideouts, no backs. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Turns it on at midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line.
These guys aren't human equal. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Broncos are on the move.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to...
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They want to just keep throwing it. Safe completion on the screen.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
2nd down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
7, Boise State, 3.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. play of the quarter coming. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mustangs. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass, it's Barnes. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew them.
Pulls it in on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Going up top on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on second down. He wants to throw it again. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now improvising. He's going to take off. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdowns, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads quickly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Leaves it with the running back. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and
he wants to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
It's now second down.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He will signal. And take it just inside the 35. Boise State ready to send out that offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He wants to throw. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch and run to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Pocket starts to collapse. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. And the Broncos trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Barnes. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end. Touchdown, Broncos! We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. Going for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. And back to the air on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Quarterback checking the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU!
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. It's good, and they shave 8 points off that lead as they head to the locker room.
24, SMU 22.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything.
Oh, look out! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. 1st down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Broncos are in the hurry up. On the run, it's Gates. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Fires to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're complete.
And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. 1st down here for the offense. Using his legs, it's Gates. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The run from the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Broncos want to move quickly. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 45, on his way. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he got loose, it was all over. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
SMU 22.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic.
He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He looks that one in nicely. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10 coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Broncos! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of
open runway ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Iowa was able to finish off a close one in Iowa City today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will.
He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And the defense. Job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. Open space at the 25. And they're gonna score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
60, SMU, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling day. Sends it downfield. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Second down coming up.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown Broncos! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there.
SMU
The 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
He's going up top here late in the game. He's got it down the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Boise State ready to send out that offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. The give as they work on that clock. Still running at the 40. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Broncos with the 1st and 10. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the